Good morning, guys. Yesterday I finished my book, One Dusk at Dar, and it's dedicated to Sasà. And in the last pages I have also written Vishnu Goswami likes to listen to classical music and to Sasà songs. So there is that. Sasà also came yesterday, and she was in her car, and the reason she isn't fixing the AC is because she's thinking of getting rid of the car and getting a new one soon. But there's a problem. You see, when you think you are going to get rid of it, you're not taking care of it, but at the end you are suffering. And it was 33 degrees there, and here it was also 33 degrees, and I don't understand why there are more handsome people and beautiful people there. But the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, they say. It might be the case. And Wolf, Mr. Wolf was also live, and he sang light earlier and asked if I am Italian. I said no, I'm Indian, and I said that same thing, the temperature here and there is the same, but they're more handsome. And Wolf said yes, they're also very arrogant, and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I submitted my paper to a different journal because the other journal said there is some language problem in my article, and many parts are difficult to understand. But I think the reason it is more difficult to understand because they haven't seen things like that before. And in other journals of the same reputation, of better reputation perhaps, they said the journal has no language issues. They didn't talk about language issues. They just said that the topic is a bit niche for their liking, but they didn't accept it. They think we should apply to a different journal because in the review of literature section there is not many things about education technology, but more about the biology portion that was there. So yeah, I changed it to another. I applied to another journal. I could have given them a piece of my mind, but they rejected it. So it's a waste of time. Maybe later, when something good happens, I can give the name. Yeah, and from that, the girl from Nepal put on a very nice TikTok-like video, and she's looking hotter than ever, I must admit. And, but I don't know if she likes me or not. In a less platonic way, I think it might not be the case, but still, yeah, life goes on. I don't know. Let's choose a topic for today. Smartwatch OS. So the OS, or the operating system of the smartwatch, is the software that runs over the hardware of the smartwatches. And these days the focus is more on this voice-assisted and smart features that tracks your location and such, and less is on the independence of smartwatch from smartphones. And I think the main reason for this is the big corporations which make these things, which make smartwatches and smartphones and other computing devices. They are afraid that the smartwatch, if it has 4G internet in it and calling facilities in it, it will eat into the smartphone market, because some people don't need a smartphone, they just need a watch which does the smart job for them, and they do not spend a lot of time in the screens. And for that reason, 4G smartwatches are becoming very they are very rare, and they are very expensive here. So I think that should change with this new player, with the new entrant. But these days the competition is so tough, and many of the companies are getting monopolized. For example, Vivo, Oppo, and OnePlus, and perhaps Realme too, it falls under one company, but one parent company, and these are just different smaller companies. And that's the thing about Smartwatch OSs. And other than that, some OSs can be hacked, For example, I have this MSFit which is hacked, and it can support some of few apps. So that's a very brief primer about smartphone OSs, and I've ran really because the time is very limited. So thank you all for listening. Hope to see you again, and bye bye.